resourceful in the sense of being cunning. And once that clearing happens, then you are given clarity. It actually can grow in multitudes of ways. Your next path. We have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, this is about good news, earthly matters that's coming in for you, Leo. This is solid beginnings. You're setting goals. You're developing a plan. It's about laying a foundation, just jumping in. This is a great prospect on like financial stability, like the prospect of financial growth, but it is still a page. So there is this practicality that comes with obviously the pentacles. It's about your materialism, but you still have to look into like being practical, being grounded. In this deck there's lots of foxes, it looks like, and foxes are about like being cunning, but it's also being resourceful. I know that like foxes are given and also playful. Foxes have the symbolism of being playful in your surroundings and not taking life too seriously, and foxes often also have the symbolism of being playful and in your surroundings, but also like not taking reality too seriously. So oftentimes it's like foxes have the same symbolism as raccoons in the sense of like it's about being cunning, resourceful in the sense of being cunning. So you have to really really like encompass both being cunning as well as being still playful in your surroundings. In regards to your financial prospects, this is about like one coin can actually, when you're practical about that coin, it actually can grow in multitudes of ways. So it is about being smart in how and what creative projects in regards to your finances, how they grow and develop, and how that one coin can actually feed you, can actually provide income in multitude of ways and not just like one. So you have to be smart about like what you invest in, like that one coin that you feed into a project, in what ways can it actually like develop in like, I'm picturing like a mind map. So in what ways can it actually feed in different ways, so then it becomes passive income. Active income is going to an 8 to 5 job, and that's something that you have to do every day. Page of Coin tells us like it's also like how can you be playful with your money. That's also what I'm getting, like how can you be playful, how can you provide more fun in your relationship with your money, how can you develop that relationship where there's this playfulness and then there's this energy of almost like also mischievousness. It's like this curiosity, because the Page of Coin holds a coin in their hand and it's like this curiosity. It's this like, Page of Coin doesn't have a seriousness with it. Page of Coin is very like curious, and they have this playfulness, and there's this like curiosity. Oh, where can this coin lead me? And it's not practical in the sense, the advice is to be practical, but it's not, the Page of Coins isn't practical in the sense of like they're just curious. It's like, oh, where can this coin, how can I use this coin to plant in order to grow a plentiful of a garden? And you see that there's like many kinds of foxes. So this is like an abundance, and this is a curiosity, and this is also like let your curiosity lead you, let your playfulness lead you. So there is going to be a heartbreak for you, Leo. So what this tells me, Page of Pentacles with the Three of Swords, is that what you are curious about actually leads to heartbreak, and that tends to happen naturally in relationships sometimes, but Three of Swords can also be a betrayal. Page of Pentacles tells me that like your curiosity in something more, in the materialism, maybe you're more invested in the materialism than your partner is. This is telling me like your curiosity, your potential for abundance, for more, for materialism, for growing and expanding. I mean, materialism isn't bad for expanding yourself in the earth, because this Pentacles are the earth energy, so it is like what grounds you, what is grounding you is actually leads to like some kind of a betrayal, a heartbreak, separation of something. But Three of those Swords also is information. So you receive information, which is actually, it can lead, from personal experience, it can lead to like a breakup or separation from something, because it is the Swords, and Swords is connected to information, ideas, communication. But also like what you are trying to ground yourself in the Page of Pentacles, it can lead to like a heartbreak or betrayal, or someone feels like you are like deviating from, like right now I feel like love or relationships might not be a sole like focus for you right now, because you're more focused on like, you're more curious about like how can I make my life on earth abundant? How can I make my life on earth like purposeful in the materialism, purposeful on earth? How can I make this life purposeful for me? That might mean like you're focusing more on materialism, you're focusing more on the your foundations, like things that we can touch and feel and that ground us to feeling secure. And what that is on earth is money. Money provides us food, money helps us to, so it's like I still am getting that need to develop that relationship with money. And so it might be like, in order your development of your relationship with money actually leads to a heartbreak or betrayal in your personal life, because like it's like what are you choosing, what are you investing in, what is important to you right now. And right now for you, Leo, it looks like you have a curiosity for where the Pentacles can lead you, where your earthly bounds will lead you. But the Three of Swords is also like a revelation of the truth through a painful situation, but it is still a revelation of truth. It can be like lessons learned. Basically crap is finally being cleared away from your life, but it can come as like a heartache or potentially a separation, learning information in regards to like infidelity. The positive is that you gain some truth that provides a clearing in your life, but it can come as like a separation or feeling lost. So in regards to that, you could be learning lessons in regards to like your finances. There's a clearing that's happening for you, Leo, because you're in this potential of curiosity and wanting more, and you're wanting to make your earthly life more abundant, and you want to know what's out there, and you're curious how you can use what you have to get more out of this life. But what comes out from that is that then there's a clearing, and from that clearing there's going to be peace. We're seeing the doves. Smoke also is a symbolism, a representation of clearing energy, cleaning energy. So with the Three of Swords and the Tower, this is like a spiritual awakening or a like an enlightenment in regards to your foundations. So because we have the Page of Pentacles, this can be a revelation in regards to your finances, a truth, a lesson that comes out from your finances, and how you can grow more plentiful, on how you can, because the Page is still learning. So this can be like you're learning through the process of like how to grow your one coin, or you're learning to clear the path into abundance, because the Tower does provide that clearance. It provides that clearing where we are then like, well, how can I make this possible? And then the Tower occurs because it shows us, well, here's the space to do so. So even when the Tower is painful, it provides us clarity in that clearing of like, well, here's the space. And it can be done through a very painful situation. So definitely with the Three of Swords, definitely give yourself that time and space to let go, to feel those feelings and let go and move on. It's important with the Page of Pentacles, that playful, I'm still getting like that playfulness, that joy in regards to like your inner child with money. So you might be working through like financial limiting beliefs, and you're really clearing that out. And this can be through like familial, generational learned things or your learned relationship with money, and clearing that, you can finally see the multiple potential paths to providing a more happy, abundant life in the earthly plane. So yeah, like the Tower is the clearing, is actually giving you clarity on your next path. The Tower is like, you might be wondering like, oh well, where's the potential going? But there needs to be a clearing, and once that clearing happens, then you are given clarity, and you understand like, okay, now I can think clearly. Not to say that it isn't a painful situation. It is. It can still be really difficult to work through this, especially because you have the Page of Pentacles on one side, but you have the Queen of Swords on the other. So while you have this potential of like providing yourself financial growth, the Page of Coins is about like, oh, I have this potential. I have this coin. I have this potential of a coin. It's like when we find a penny on the side of the road, or when we're walking to work and we're like, it's this potential. It's like, oh, what obviously like worth of a coin in modern age won't give us as much as like back in the day. But it's like, it still has that potential, and as you add up those coins, they can go into something. They can go into your business. They can give you money. But it's like when you find a coin on the side of the road, it's like it has that potential, and that's what the Page of Coins is about. It's like you have these opportunities to manifest, and I'm receiving a message that it doesn't have to be a physical coin. It can be like an opportunity that will provide you a new skill in the earthly plane, because you have to think about that the coin, the Pentacles, is always back to the earthly plane. So it's to ground us, it's to provide that stability, which can be money, it can be our home. But in the end, grounding is really important, especially I'm getting like with the Three of Pentacles, with the Three of Swords, through a painful situation. So really ground yourself in your physical, in your root chakra, because with the Three of Swords and the Tower, there's going to be a complete clearing, a letting go, in order to get clarity. For you, Leo, to get from the Page of Coins to the Queen of Swords, there's going to have to be a clearing of some kind. To have that clarity, there's going to be a complete like breakdown basically. But the Three of Swords with the Tower, it's a clearing. We have to always ground ourselves to that message that it's a clearing in order to provide space, because you have to ask yourself, how am I going to use this coin? And then the universe shows you. And then finally you have that clarity. You finally are able to see. And we're seeing birds right here, and we're seeing birds right here too. So there's this like clarity, and it's like you will open your eye, you'll finally be able to see how painful situation actually was beneficial to provide that balance for you, because the Queen of Swords is about balance. So it's like something in your life needs to be balanced, and it is done through, unfortunately, a catastrophic way, but it's done in order for you to finally see in regards to some truth in your life, because Three of Swords and Queen of Swords, and that truth comes to balance it all out.